Subhanallah walhamdulillah wa la ilaha illallah.
The people of India in the 1970s were under the impression that social renaissance was the responsibility of a democratically elected government. This false conviction kept them backwards in all walks of life. This is where Jamia Markaz at Calicut is telling us an entirely different story. The story of the transformation of a community from negligence to recognition, steered by a revolutionary leader called Sheikh Abu Bakr Ahmed. Born in a middle-class farmer's family in a remote village named Kantapuram in the district of Calicut, he turned into a dynamic young Muslim scholar and community leader. The establishment of an educational and culture centre called Markaz in 1978 and the progress and growth it attained in the fields of education, culture, philanthropy, etc. are unique in the history of Kerala, especially in a community which suffered immensely from lack of education and livelihoods. On the auspicious occasion of celebrating the 40th anniversary, Markaz, now an amazing national icon for social, cultural and educational renaissance, has grown into 100 educational campuses and humanitarian centres spread across 22 states and union territories of India and several foreign countries. From a humble beginning with only 25 orphan kids, providing them education and shelter, Markaz now caters to the educational needs of more than 35,000 students pursuing combined spiritual and academic education under its various faculties and enjoying its state-of-the-art facilities. Praise be to Almighty. Markaz has produced and dedicated thousands of youth with the zest and zeal to serve the community. The spirit and enthusiasm demonstrated by Markaz in converting its educational institutions to centres of excellence were recognised and praised by all. That's the reason why Markaz is seen at the forefront of the nation's educational leap. Postgraduate courses and research facilities, which are available at its various campuses, ensure international standards to thousands of students, especially in subjects like Islamic theology, jurisprudence, Sharia and the Holy Quran. Colleges like Markaz Kuliah to Sharia and Madinah to Noor College of Islamic Studies are functioning in about 30 campuses throughout the country. More than 15,000 religious scholars have graduated so far and are out there actively rendering their services in their areas of expertise. Markaz is affiliated to and having student exchange tie-ups with international universities. Al-Qasimiyah, University of Sharjah, International Islamic University of Malaysia, world-renowned Al-Azhar, University of Egypt, Fatih Sultan, University of Turkey, WISE, University of Jordan, etc. are a few among them. Markaz is also having schools and other educational and cultural centres functioning in the Middle East metropolitan cities of Jeddah, Sharjah, Dubai and Ajman exclusively for meeting the educational needs of the immigrant Indians. A new sense of direction was created by the Society for Markaz through the introduction of innovative courses in professional fields. Markaz has the unique privilege of launching the Kerala's first ever Unani Medical College. Markaz Law College is opening its doors to the law aspirants to pursue their studies in Indian and international laws. Both medical and law colleges are operating inside Markaz's dream project, Markaz Knowledge City, spread over lush and green, beautiful land. A new generation of religious scholars with degrees in engineering is produced at Markaz Sardak Engineering and Dawa course. Job-oriented education is imparted to thousands under Markaz Industrial Training Institute, Markaz College of Arts and Science, Ihram Finishing School, etc. As part of the intentional move to create a totally dedicated community as envisaged by Holy Quran, a new project, Zaratul Quran, or ZQ, is in full swing, facilitating the learning of our Quran from pre-primary school. There are approximately 100 ZQ schools in India now. An integrated project under Academy of Women's Studies and Islamic Science, AWIS, aiming at empowering Muslim women, is providing teacher training programs and Hadiya and Alima courses in about 50 centres across India. Academia Madina, functioning in Sultan Battery, is offering higher education and sophisticated girls-friendly hostel facilities to hundreds of orphan and destitute girls. There are 30 schools in Kerala under Markaz management which follow the CBSE and state syllabus. Markaz is also having public schools under its management in the states of Gujarat, Jammu and Kashmir, Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, West Bengal, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Assam, and the Union Territories of Delhi and Andaman Nicobar Islands. Markaz schools aim at giving contemporary education under righteous atmosphere. We have separate schools for boys and girls. There are 10 Hifzul Quran centres under Markaz management where children memorise the Holy Quran along with uninterrupted and quality regular school studies. The Hufaz from Markaz centres are always among the toppers in the international Quran reading competitions and are presently holding prestigious religious positions in India and abroad. Separate hostels for girls and boys are run by Markaz management in various districts of Kerala. Markaz Kashmiri Home and Raihan Valley are examples of outstanding boys' hostels, and Green Valley is a highly successful model for girls with sophisticated modern facilities for orphans and destitute, completely free of cost. Arrangements are made by Markaz in bringing up brilliant students who are socially and economically backward, providing them higher education and even job placement offers. Under the scheme of Markaz Orphan Care, more than 4,000 orphan kids are nurtured at their homes. Markaz delivered financial assistance, educational aids, food, clothing and medical support to orphans and destitute without exposing or labelling them. Markaz is also giving their close families livelihood under our various employment schemes. The employment of more than 6,000 youths in government and non-government undertakings abroad under the employment schemes of Markaz is the best example. Markaz has alleviated the stress and pain of poverty in hundreds of families in India, and almost all our outreach programs are sustainable. Markaz Cares is yet another banner under which various philanthropic activities are coordinated and implemented throughout India. Markaz made drinking water available to about 1 million people by dedicating more than 6,000 sweet water projects to the nation. Markaz is also actively participating in various service activities such as distribution of equipment for livelihood, wheelchairs for sick, tailoring machines for ladies, computers for students, food and clothing for the poor, free medical camps and free medical support. About 3,000 primary education centres were established in various states of India. Scholarships are made available for higher education. Fibre Garden in West Bengal, Gulshani Fatima Women's Education Centre at Philibit in UP, Markaz Public Schools at Gondal, Chanchul, Rajkot and Uplita of Gujarat, Daru, Markaz Fezkaya in Uttarakhand, Al Noor Public School in Mysore, Fibre Gardens at Indore, New Cuttack Public School in Odessa are important among them. A humble start took form out of the sufferings and pains of the people who were sidelined and neglected in the society, has come up successfully overcoming various obstacles and hurdles into a gigantic mass project within a period of 4 decades, standing with its head high in front of the international community as a role model unparalleled in education, culture and community outreach. Markaz is At present, fully involved in the construction of its prestigious project of Markaz Knowledge City, we are receiving unstinted support and sincere prayers of thousands of our well-wishers. Markaz has been producing an incessant array of educated youth who are proud of their identity, stand up for their motherland, remain steadfast as the prestigious law-abiding citizens of this country, and uphold religious harmony as a way of life. Markaz is creating history under the dynamic leadership of a visionary blessed with spiritual strength who stands firm and upright in the face of horrendous criticisms and character assassination, unshaken, showing the audacity to achieve all what his community deserved without begging or wincing for any recognition. It is none other than he whom the world fondly calls Sheikh Abu Bakr Ahmad. Markaz, under the great leadership of Sheikh Abu Bakr Ahmad, is fully committed to lead the community upholding their piety, discipline and unquenchable thirst for knowledge.